This is the hardest hike that I've ever done. Oh shit! Ah! I am officially 2 days away from hiking Mount Whitney. 2 days before the hike, I began to make my way towards the Mount Whitney area. I broke up the 6-hour drive by stopping in Death Valley and enjoying a few small hikes along the way. Off to Whitney Portal. I arrived at the Mount Whitney portal around 8 p.m. I quickly made my dinner, which consisted of oatmeal, MCT oils, and almond butter. After eating dinner, I went right to sleep in my car, trying to get as much rest as I could before this huge hike. Right, it is 2 a.m. right now. I'm packing my bag, getting everything ready to go because it is Mount Whitney time. I have been up since like 12:30 though, because people were in the car right next to me, getting ready for their hike obviously, and kept shining their headlamps directly into the car. So just packing my snacks into my bag. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. It is 2:30 a.m. We are on the trail, a little after 2:30, but 2:36, and this trail is wiped out. Avalanche all through this area. Have to go over this river. Whoa. Made it. All right, we're at 2.1 miles and a little over an hour of hiking. And right now we're hiking through a lot of snow through this avalanche area. The snow is hard, a little bit icy, but doable. Kind of hard in the snow to follow a specific trail, so doing the best we can and making our way. 3.34 miles in 2 hours. And you can see the sun starting to rise behind us. It's just after 5 a.m. We're getting this incredible sunrise. We are 4.6 miles into this hike, and the sun's rising. It's starting to get cold. We're probably above 11,000 feet right now. The first 4.5 miles, I didn't notice much of the elevation gain or the difficulty of the trail. This could have been from not being able to see the incline that we were hiking. Maybe it was simply being at lower elevation, or maybe even having the nice hard snow to walk on. So we're heading up that chute right there to hike across the backside of these mountains, and that big one right there is Whitney. So it definitely looks like we have our work cut out for us. So I guess that normally through that chute area is what's called the 99 switchbacks. So just you're going back and forth on the trail 99 times, and those are completely covered in snow. So it looks like we're just going straight up it. Once the sun was up and the snow started to melt, our morale started to change. Each and every step we took, we were sinking into the slushy snow and beginning to get frustrated. Feels like very slow progress, but progress nonetheless. This is really hard. The snow that we were hiking on was like icy, like just hard enough that you could have good footing. And now that the sun's out, it's kind of turned into a slushy mess. At this point, I'm definitely feeling some of the altitude. Every step takes so much effort. I can see why they had 99 switchbacks here, because this is intense. Because our water sources were completely frozen, we decided to gather snow in our water filter bags. With the cold weather, I felt like I didn't sweat as much during this hike, so water wasn't a huge concern for me. At that point, I felt pretty hydrated and not too worried about the water source until after at the summit. Just watched a guy slide all the way down this hill. That sounds like a great plan on the way down. We're so close. Look how deep blue that sky is. I'm officially over 13,000. I probably have a couple hundred more feet till I get to trail crest. Oh my gosh. I'm a little nervous to come down. The snow is turning into slush. It looks very scary to navigate, honestly. This is the only like semi-viable trail up. This is the hardest hike that I've ever done. What did I get myself into? That hill is no joke. I don't know if my dad's ever gonna come hiking with me again. I feel so bad. His legs are cramping up on him. And we're going up the steepest, hardest part of the mountain right now. I'm at the highest point I've ever hiked in my life right now. Woo! Once we got to trail crest, I definitely felt like there was a morale boost. The ascent up the non-existent 99 switchbacks was by far the most difficult thing that I have ever done. It was a brutal 1,800 foot climb in just over a mile through slushy snow. Oh my god! Wow! But our hopes were high. We were determined to summit. Okay, so Strava's telling me we are 6.3 miles in, but my dad's All Trails has been tracking, I think more accurately, we're probably like 7 miles in, according to that. And we've been hiking for 6 hours and 15 minutes, so just that section right there took us almost 2 hours. It was like an hour and 45 minutes just to hike straight up the face of that, so pretty freaking insane. I don't know how long it normally takes people to do the 99 switchbacks, but I almost would have rathered that at this point. I could definitely feel the effects of the altitude on my mind and body, but I made a choice to block out the headache, ignore the fatigue in my muscles, and walk a little bit slower when I got dizzy. At this point, I knew the hardest part was over, and that I was going to do whatever I needed to do those last 2 miles to make it to the top. I can see the shelter up there. I haven't really seen that many people on the trail today. Each and every step felt strenuous, but I was determined to get to the top of Mount Whitney. Almost to the summit. So close. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Oh. emotional right now. I did not expect myself to get emotional over this. Holy crap. It's been a journey. Wow. Fucking did it. So proud of myself right now. I honestly did not know if this was possible for me. And I'm here! Short little time at the top, and now I'm heading back down. Got some weather rolling in, so let's get off the mountain as quickly as possible. That was seriously amazing though. Took a lot of work, a lot of effort to get up there for that short little time at the top. Oh man, it was all worth it. And the last views up top. Coming down the 99 switchbacks was by far the scariest experience I've ever had hiking. Oh my god, that was scary. Now my shoe's stuck. Oh, sorry, my foot's stuck. I'm trying to get out. Man.
You're so welcome. Won't let those feet immediately so you don't get frostbite.
It was extremely scary, but with a lot of trial and error, I found a way that worked really well for me to slide down and control it as much as possible. I put my poles in the smallest position and began digging them into the snow like a quasi-ice pick to slow me down as I was sliding. Once I was below the very steep section, it became a lot more fun and a lot less scary. Sliding down the mountain completely changed our downhill experience. We used this method on any and every hill we could. This gave our legs a much needed break and allowed us to cover large sections of trail with ease. It was also much more efficient to slide down the hill than trying to walk. It is 2 p.m. We've been on the mountain 11 and a half hours. We are at 12 and a half miles. For a small duration of this hike, I got separated from my dad. He followed the trail and I did not. Instead of continuing down the trail, I sat and waited, thinking somehow he was still behind me. After what felt like an eternity of worrying about him, I decided to continue my walk downhill and ended up finding him. Thanks to my rookie mistake, this set us back at least 45 minutes. Toward the end, it was easier to slide down the hill than to actually walk it. The temperatures were so warm and the snow became so slushy. I fell more times than I can count on this hike, but luckily, no injuries. What a crazy adventure that was. We ended our hike at 17.5 miles. Our elevation gain was 7,100 feet, and we were able to complete the trail in 14 hours. That is going to wrap up this video. Be sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments below if you're planning on summiting Mount Whitney. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.